Hey there, guys. This is Nick, and I'm just doing some creature design this time for the stories, my childhood that I'm working on. It's kind of a comic about my youth. There I am, and I'm designing some characters that I'm going to be putting in there, and these guys are fungi. They are fun guys. So I'm going for a creepy character design. So this first guy definitely fits the bill with those teeth and that face. That's kind of what I'm going for. And I kind of give him that gremlin claw arm like this. But I was looking at Jake Parker's channel, and he does this design 100 something recommendation, where I think he designed some characters. But I was considering doing something similar. So I'll start with 10 of these and go from there. 10 creature designs. And these 10 are based on a fungus. I mean, I don't think I want to do 100 fungus creatures, but 100 creatures in total, no problem. So I'm working on that comic, and I'm also working on commissions. I'm also trying my best to stay on a schedule here on YouTube, but it's difficult. I've got adult stuff to do. Adulting comes first, but I'm able to squeeze it in there every now and then. I think I've been pretty good the last few weeks, at least getting one video out a week. In some cases, more than that. But definitely a lot more busy recently. I've gotten a lot more commissions. I've gotten quite a few other things, personal projects that I've got going on simultaneously. I mean, I may have to reel it in a little bit and try to focus on one or two, because my mind's always going, picking out new things to do and coming up with new ideas for the things I'm already working on. And it's just, it doesn't work to spread yourself that thin. But, the ideas come, you got to put them down, and then when you see them written down, you're like, I could add this, and I could add this, and I just keep doing it. Like this character here. I know I need a creepy, scary character, but I ended up going with this ghostly, haunted look, and I knew when I started drawing those eyes this isn't going to work, but I went ahead and finished him out, and I like him, just not for this particular character, because the character I need is scary, a scary creature, so it definitely won't fit. But he might go somewhere else, or he might not. He might just forever sit here unused. That's probably why he looks so upset. But yeah, I'm working on my comic still. I'm working on some storytime animations to try to, get in on the YouTube popularity of those, if it's even still a thing. Because those fads die so fast. But that doesn't mean I won't do it. I'm interested in doing it. I'm going to do it. It's not always about hitting the fads when they're at their peak or anything. So this character design is for several parts of my story that I'm working on, so I may end up using a couple of these. But I did use a lot of references on these. I was creating 10 of them, and there's no way that it would look like fungus if I didn't reference some fungus. So, but this one in particular, she looks a lot like she was probably a sea creature, sea plant of some kind, almost coralish. But she's got these tentacles I put in, and I mean, she doesn't have a scary expression like the first one, but the idea of her reaching out with those tentacles and tangling you up under the water is just, drowning is the scariest way to die as far as I'm concerned, and that's definitely what I think she would try to do to you. So that's pretty scary. But yeah, I don't want to design 10 creatures on a theme every week or anything like that, but I will definitely be taking Jake Parker's advice with the design 100 somethings. It's kind of a challenge at this point, and I've accepted. So there may not be a theme next creature design session, but there will definitely be at least 10 more on the next one, if not more, because whenever I've got free reign and I'm not restricted with a themed prompt like this, I mean, sometimes I go ham and just go nuts, and I could be sitting for hours. This design session, these 10 characters, probably took me about an hour. I mean, that doesn't include the one, whichever one it is that I put on the thumbnail. It doesn't include adding color and shading to that one. It's just the designs. And I feel like that's pretty good use of an hour. I've definitely accomplished far less than an hour in the past, so this seems alright. This tree stump guy, I know he isn't technically a mushroom or a fungus per se, but he has them on him. And I mean, I get the idea. He's like an old man, and he's holding a grudge for the whatever human cut down the tree that he once was. So I mean, he's probably got some animosity to let out. And I've definitely been around some angry old men, so that kind of fit that guy. And this little guy, he's kind of based on a frog I saw outside of my work, because sometimes I get the opportunity. You know, sometimes I'm lucky enough to have a few minutes, and I do some doodles at work. And this little guy is just a frog with a mushroom cap on his head. I thought it would be fun to quickly doodle that nonsense. He's not. Try to put him on a stump, but he's not he's not quite as serious a design as most of the others, but I mean, it was just something to doodle. And these little tendril guys, it's definitely, this was more of a, maybe this is a part of another creature's design. These little dudes are not necessarily their own design. Or maybe they are. Maybe I render them more and make them bigger. We'll see. But I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use them as the creature for this. But that's alright. I mean, that's the point of all this design process. Maybe we render a few of them, don't like them, and then switch it up and go with the next one and see what he looks like rendered out some. But I love this one. He's a hollow, toxic mushroom character. He looks horrified to be in this state, but he can't help it. And it's kind of scary, sad combination, because you can't help being toxic and deadly. And sometimes that's even more scary than the ones that want to hurt you. But I think that's enough chit chat for this session. I don't really have a lot to say. They're fungus guys. They're fungi. So I'll see you guys in the next one. And don't forget, you are awesome.